Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Wendell. It is 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning. Thanks for being here. We're following several of our top stories this morning. Right now, First Lady Dr. Jill Biden will visit Meriden today. She'll be joined by native son Dr. Miguel Cardona. He is the new U.S. Education Secretary, sworn in just last night. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Aya Glau has the details of today's visit.
Upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you.
Fresh off his swearing-in ceremony as Education Secretary, Miguel Cardona will be back in Connecticut today, and he's going to be joined by Dr. Jill Biden at the Benjamin Franklin Elementary School in Meriden. Cardona was raised in the city. After working as a school principal, he then became assistant superintendent and then Governor Lamont's education commissioner. Cardona's success, leading him all the way to the nation's capital, is making Meriden proud.
We're just thrilled to have a leader who's going to embrace public education and recognize that public schools can be the great equalizer in our country.
Cardona is now tasked with helping the White House reach its goal of having the majority of elementary schools reopened 5 days a week within the first 100 days of President Biden's term. Aya Glau, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Hunting for the vaccine. Now that more people are eligible to get it, it has become more difficult to get an appointment. Now a new community is emerging online called Vaccine Hunters. The goal, finding extra leftover doses for their members. Channel 3's Eyewitness News reporter Caitlin Nuclo explains why people are resorting to this now.
If you don't try, you're not going to get it.
Take Lisa Mantanone, for example. She could not find an appointment online. She is older than 55 and has pre-existing conditions, so she qualifies, but she just hit roadblock after roadblock when trying to book. So she enlisted the help of a Facebook group called Vaccine Hunters of New York and Connecticut. The 7,000 members give advice and tips for scheduling appointments and even tracking down clinics or pharmacies that may have extra doses. After calling around and stopping by to a number of places, about 5:30 in the evening, she found a leftover Pfizer dose at a Walgreens.
They already had most of my information. They made me wait 10 minutes to make sure that I didn't have any reactions.
So it took an afternoon, and it wasn't always easy, but Lisa is glad that she went on the hunt.
At the end of the day, they might have a dose. You might luck out like I did.
Caitlin Nuclo, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, hi everybody, 7:03. Good Wednesday morning, March 3rd. Let's take you out and show you what's going on. Our radar, we got a couple of snowflakes much earlier this morning, around 4:30 in parts of northern Connecticut, but they simply moved out, not a big deal. Dry roads, you are good to go. We've got partly to mostly sunny. So look at how beautiful it is in Hartford right now with a temperature of 30 degrees. The winds out of the south-southwest at 6. Beautiful, 30 degrees. That's better than the high yesterday. And as you can see, the temperatures are going to march up into the mid to upper 40s today with bright golden sunshine. So get out there and enjoy. Again, the temperature is going to be a little bit above average for both inland and shoreline, which is great news. Now, it's not going to stick around Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're talking about temperatures that are going to be cooling off again. So we want you to get out there and enjoy today. The sun is going to feel good. The temperatures are going to feel good. And this morning, we're off and running with some pretty good numbers. 21 is the cool spot right now. That's a little bit below average. 32, though, in New Haven. That's pretty good for March 3rd. All right, there is a little bit of a breeze, anywhere from 7 to 9 miles an hour. Not a big deal. But look at the temperatures, how much warmer they are than yesterday. We're up 12, 13, 14 degrees in some locations from where we were yesterday. A little bit of a wind chill, though. That does make it feel a little bit cooler, like it's 15 in Salisbury, Torrington, 17. So you got to bundle up this morning, but later on this afternoon, I think you're going to like what you see. It's cold, but not as cold as it was yesterday. A nice day of weather ahead, and then temperatures in the upper 40s today. All right, here's our satellite and radar confirming not a lot going on. A little bit of cloud coverage out there this morning, making for a picturesque start. Later today, just a couple of clouds around, and then tonight a cold front moves through, but it comes through moisture starved, so we're good to go. And then tomorrow, look at Thursday. I'm just running the clock down through tomorrow night. There's not a thing on it. just a couple of clouds, and that's about it. So mostly sunny and milder today. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. The sun was up at 6:21, sets at 5:43. Your 7-day forecast does get cooler. 39 tomorrow, 34 on Friday. Now that's a full 10 below average. And not only that, it's going to be a bit breezy. Saturday and Sunday, nice weekend in terms of sky conditions. You'll be able to get outside, but the temperature is going to be a little on the chill side in the mid to upper 30s. Then look at moderation in store for us Monday and Tuesday. We're talking about 46 to 50 degrees, just a little bit cooler for the shoreline Monday and Tuesday. But all in all, this is a storm-free 7-day forecast, which is looking really good. All right, it's 7:05. Wendell, we'll send it back to you.
Scott, thank you. Texas and Mississippi are now scaling back COVID restrictions. Is it too early? With vaccination efforts continuing to ramp up, some health experts are concerned those rollbacks are happening just a moment too soon. Channel 3's Deborah Alfarone has more from Washington.
To open Texas 100%.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott is removing all coronavirus restrictions and ending the mask mandate 1 week from today.
Removing state mandates does not end personal responsibility.
Health experts are concerned since less than 7% of the state's population is fully vaccinated.
A variety of COVID-19 variants are not only circulating around the world, but have found their foothold in North Texas as well.
Businesses can still enforce their own rules.
I'm concerned about my staff's safety.
Restaurant owners like Cesar Zepeda now have decisions to make.
I'm leaning towards having my staff still wear masks and maybe require anybody that comes here.
The Lone Star State isn't alone when it comes to rolling back restrictions.
The governor's office is getting out of the business of telling people what they can and cannot do.
Mississippi ended its mask mandate. San Francisco now allows indoor dining, and Chicago eased restrictions on restaurants and bars.
Small turns of the dial are safe to do.
Here in Washington, President Biden announced a pharmaceutical partnership that would give the U.S. enough vaccine doses for every adult by the end of May.
Johnson & Johnson and Merck will work together to expand the production of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine.
President Biden is also hoping to offer every teacher and school worker at least one shot by the end of the month. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.
There aren't many positives about the pandemic, but doctors say one small silver lining is the fact that fewer people are getting the flu this season. Yale New Haven Children's Hospital says no children have tested positive for the flu there. Last season, more than 2,000 positive flu tests were recorded. Doctors say COVID safety protocols are the primary reason for this drop.
There's clearly benefits from the masking and the physical distancing and increased attention to hand washing and less social gatherings.
Doctors hope that some of the lessons on health and hygiene during this pandemic will carry over. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News on this Wednesday morning. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app, including the First Lady's visit to Meriden. Have a great day.
Watch us live wherever you are, on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.